Hey, my fellow peers. My name is Miss Peer Editor, and today's topic is how to identify theme. Chances are, if you're in an English class, a teacher's asked you, what is the theme of this book? You're often asked to write about theme in a literary analysis, whether you're writing an essay for AP Literature or just writing an open-ended response on a test about a specific book. In this video, I'm going to show you how to identify theme in a piece of literature and write the theme in the form of a statement. We're going to analyze theme in a movie, Black Panther, and then in a piece of literature, The Crucible by Arthur Miller. Theme is a universal commentary on human nature that is expressed through a work of art. So a theme is an abstract idea, which means that it's not an object and it's not tangible. It's a statement, and a theme is universal, which means that theme can be applied to multiple situations, not just one situation. A theme is not one word, so examples of theme can't be love or power or greed. It has to be a statement. A theme is also not absolute, which means that you shouldn't use words such as always or must in your theme statement. And a theme is not specific to the plot, so you won't include any specific details in your theme statement, such as the names of characters in a book or the name of a setting. And lastly, a theme is not a moral. So a theme isn't seeking to teach you a lesson, rather it's just conveying an insight about how humans tend to act. We're going to first look at movies. Unlike books, which force us to visualize the plot in our own imaginations, movies provide concrete images for us, which makes theme a bit more easy to understand. We're going to look at Black Panther, which is currently my favorite movie, and it's full of insightful themes. Let's use the plot of the movie to guide us through the theme. We're going to focus on a central idea that's present throughout the entire movie, and that is Wakanda's safety. Wakanda is a prosperous country, rich in vibranium and other resources, with innovative thinkers and people who seek to protect their culture. But when Eric Killmonger comes along, threatening to take over the throne from T'Challa and send weapons around the world to wreak havoc, Wakanda has to rethink its traditions, but they still want to maintain their core values, which are to protect the people of Wakanda, keep the Black Panther as king, and rule with benevolence. On one hand, Wakanda wants to still maintain this facade and pretend that they don't have these incredible capabilities, because that means that the rest of the world won't try to intervene. On the other hand, as one of the most technologically advanced countries in the world, actually the most technologically advanced, Wakanda now feels as though it has a moral responsibility to help other countries protect themselves. So Wakanda is torn between the idea of remaining in isolation or taking a more humanitarian approach. Like Princess Shuri says, just because something works doesn't mean that it can't be improved. Although Wakanda has been successful so far, it might have to adapt its strategy in order to best protect itself and the world. So that's important because we should look for theme in quotes, symbols, settings, anything. The key to identifying theme is taking something concrete, like an object, and deriving a greater message or meaning from it. So here's our theme statement. When threatened by an outside force, society often tries to reevaluate its traditions to keep individuals safe without compromising core values. See how we've explained all of those key details in one sentence? I've written the abstract concepts in green to show you that the theme is far more complex than just one word. Also, notice how we haven't mentioned anything specific about Black Panther's plot. No character names, not the name of Wakanda, nothing like that. Why did we do that? Well, a movie or a piece of literature conveys a theme which is supposed to be universally applicable. It can be applied to anything, not just the plot of that piece of work. A good way to test your theme is to try to apply it to real life, to history, or even current events. Something that I can think of that's actually irrelevant now is students in Parkland and students across the country who feel threatened by these mass shootings occurring in schools across America. So They've spurred this ongoing debate and have encouraged America to reevaluate its traditions and really dive into the text of the Second Amendment to see how can we protect our students from gun violence without compromising the rights of lawful gun owners. If your theme statement passes this test, then you know that it's universal. Now, let's look at The Crucible, a play by Arthur Miller. Less exciting, I know. But The Crucible, a play about the Salem witch trials that served as a political commentary, is full of themes. We'll only focus on one here, but to do that, we're going to zero in on one of my favorite characters, Judge Danforth. Danforth is the antagonist of the play, but he starts off with decent intentions. He seeks to destroy evil in the town of Salem, because he thinks that the devil has manifested itself in the town. That's because a bunch of girls who were found dancing in the woods are now accusing other Puritans of witchcraft. It's Judge Danforth's job to question the accused in trial. Now, it's debatable whether or not Danforth really buys this whole story about the witches, but long story short, he becomes obsessed with bolstering his own reputation as the destroyer of the devil, and he starts condemning innocent people of witchcraft. He condemns upstanding citizens such as Rebecca Nurse, Martha Corey, and eventually our protagonist, John Proctor. At the end, he actually sabotages himself and alienates himself from the rest of society because people are beginning to realize that Danforth is causing the execution of innocent people. Here's our theme statement. Individuals who commit misdeeds to pursue justice often sabotage their ultimate goals and alienate themselves from society. So the next time you watch a movie, I challenge you to come up with a theme statement and test it. You'll find that if you keep doing that, it's actually pretty fun, and it'll help you when it's time for you to write a theme about a piece of literature in an English essay. I hope you enjoyed this video and practice some more by writing your own themes, and stay tuned for the next writing tutorial.